Today we're gonna make caldo de albóndigas for the kids and I, so come with me. Everyone makes their albóndigas different, but for this recipe, you're gonna need 4 tomatoes, 1 clove of garlic, and a little piece of onion. We're gonna go and throw everything in the blender, and we're gonna add a little bit of water. I added maybe like 1 cup of water. We're gonna add a little bit of the tomato seasoning and a little bit of the chicken seasoning. I never know how to pronounce it, but these are the ones that I'm using. I'm using this one and I'm using this one. And we're gonna blend all of our ingredients for maybe like a minute. We're gonna add a little bit of oil to the pot that we're gonna be using to make our soup. We're gonna wait until our oil is hot, and then we're gonna throw in the tomato that we blended. And we're gonna let that simmer, and until it starts boiling, then we can add water. It's been boiling for a few minutes now, so we're gonna throw in our water. And I used about the whole blender cup of water. I felt that it was a little bit of water, so we're gonna add another half of a blender cup of water. We're gonna let that simmer, and once it starts boiling is when we can throw in our meatballs. We're gonna use 1 pound of ground chicken. We're gonna use a little bit of mint. I washed it and chopped it. A little bit of onion, finely chopped. And I like to use the Lawry's garlic salt. And we're also going to use white rice. I don't know the exact measurements, but this is about a cup. We're going to start by adding our garlic salt, our onion, our mint, and we're going to mix everything. You can use gloves. I don't have gloves, so make sure you wash your hands very well. Once you've mixed everything, you're going to throw in the rice. I suggest you don't throw all of it in. You should throw it as you go, and you're going to mix well. As you can see, I didn't use all of the rice. Sometimes you don't need to use a lot of rice. You're going to feel the texture. I feel that for me, when I know that I've added enough rice, is when it stops sticking as much to my hands. This is how the meatballs came out. I got 11 meatballs. As you can see, the water is boiling now, so we're gonna throw in the albóndigas, the meatballs. Be sure to throw them nice and gentle and don't burn yourself. We're gonna put the lid back on, that way they can cook and simmer for a few minutes. An important tip when your meatballs are ready is when they start floating to the top, that means that they're ready. I let them simmer for like 15 minutes, so they are ready, but we're gonna throw in the veggies. I'm just gonna use like the little potatoes and a little bit of carrots. We're gonna put the lid back on and let it simmer for another 10 minutes. I also forgot to add a very important ingredient that I love, and this is optional. I know that some people don't like cilantro, but I like to add a bunch of cilantro, a small bunch, just to give it flavor. Now we're gonna put on the lid. This is the finished product. So delicious, so yummy, and so soothing.